Hey you! Yes, you! I can see you! Something looks different about your location. Did you extend your living room? Did you add a new room? Did you finally extend that driveway? Something just feels different. Between COVID, curfews, and spending so much time at home, many of you have started to put your plans to build onto the house in action. How do I know this? Haha! I'm Kalilah Reynolds, and it's time for another episode of Money Mondays JA, brought to you by Proven Wealth. Before we get started, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and turn on those post notifications. Also subscribe to my newsletter at KalilahReynolds.com, and while you're at it, check out our other financial news on the website at KalilahReynolds.com/news. Well, Carib Cement recently published their latest quarterly earnings, and the jump in revenue and net profit tells me that we've dusted off our plans and started building again. Carib Cement, operating since 1952, is the only cement maker in Jamaica, so the more construction across the island, the higher their revenue will be. Now, Carib Cement's earnings for July, August, and September have surprised some investors. Why? Well, let's look back at the earnings for January to March, the first quarter of 2020. Between January and March, the company earned 4.5 billion Jamaican dollars. That's 375 million US dollars, a 2% increase when compared to the first quarter of 2020. However, they also had more expenses. So as a result, their net profit fell to under 500 million Jamaican dollars. That's around 3.3 million US. So not a good start to 2020 at all. Now, despite COVID-19, people losing their jobs and companies putting plans on hold to add to their operations, Carib Cement managed a slight increase in their revenue between April and June. They earned $100 million more than the same quarter last year. Measures to bring down expenses resulted in net profits of $521 million, almost 1.5 times 2019's second quarter net profits. So that's for the 3 months, April to June. But when we go back to January and look at the full 6 months, January to June, net profit was still down overall. They made $1 billion in profit. Now, some companies have been showing slight signs of recovery since the pandemic, but Carib Cement's latest quarterly earnings show that they're recovering better than some others. Revenue for the third quarter, that's July to September, was $5.8 billion. That's a 32% increase when compared to the same period in 2019. And I also checked to see if the company has continued to bring down costs by looking at their profits. For the same 3 months in 2019, 38% of their revenue was gross profit. For this quarter, however, gross profit was 49% of revenue, almost half. This percentage, also called the gross profit margin, shows that the company has not only earned more, but they've also spent less, which means that they have more to keep for themselves and share with us, shareholders. Net profit for the quarter came in at 1.2 billion Jamaican dollars. That's more than the net profit for the first 6 months of 2020, and not one, not two, but 15 times the net profit, 76.8 million Jamaican dollars for the third quarter of 2019. This quarter's net profit also resulted in a net profit margin of 21%, a big improvement over the 2% profit margin for the same quarter in 2019. So what happened? Well, here are some answers. 1, we've been doing some serious home construction. 2, real estate developers have continued to build new spaces. And 3, companies may have been using the downtime to do repairs and add new space. Now look at this. Net profit for January to September alone, that's 9 months, was 2.2 billion Jamaican dollars. That's more than Carib Cement earned all of last year in 12 months. They pulled in 1.9 billion Jamaican dollars in 2019. If their net profit for these last few months of the year continues at the same pace, they'll be well on their way to having their best year ever. They'd even passed the $2.5 billion they earned in 2018, which was their best year since starting operations in 1952, in the middle of a pandemic. Now, let's look at their balance sheet. This shows that the company has been managing its cash flow well, with cash of $374 million. They also have receivables of $408 million. This is less than last year, but we can also see where they've reduced long-term debt from $9 billion to $4 billion. This should result in less financial expenses and more net profit for us shareholders. So what do you think about Carib Cement? Are they a good investment? With all the damage that the rain has done to the roads and drains and the government's plans to carry out road repairs, it's interesting to see what their financials will look like over the next year. And let me not forget the usual additions that we make at Christmas, or have you done that already? Well, that's it for this episode of Money Mondays, JA. Let me know if you have any plans to do some construction this Christmas. And also remember, I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so don't take this as advice. Make sure you contact your licensed financial advisor. You can find one, you can get one at Proven Wealth. Contact them at We Are Proven on Instagram or visit their website, provenwealth.com. Now here's what's coming up on Taking Stock.
MasterCard is celebrating its one-year anniversary in Jamaica. What are they doing to include more Jamaicans in the financial system? We'll find out from country manager of MasterCard in Jamaica, Dalton Fowles. And later, the analysts weigh in on the latest market developments. Pulse is venturing into residential real estate with Pulse Homes. Lasca Manufacturing posted some surprising results, and NCB net profits are down 14%. We'll discuss.
As always, thanks for watching. And here's a reminder to like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share with your friends. Also subscribe to our newsletter at KalilahReynolds.com for the latest business news, analysis, and a transcript of this episode. I'm Kalilah Reynolds. Stay safe.